Good morning, friends. It's Sunday morning. I've got this horrible sinus infection. I can't taste anything. But I had planned for the menu today. If you see my slow cooker, I have a turkey here that Brock harvested. My boys do hunt and we do eat what they harvest. So today it is wild turkey breast. So with that, I'm going to make just a small pan of stuffing or dressing. I call it stuffing. I know technically stuffing goes up in you know where. But anyway, dressing, stuffing, whatever you want to call it. This is just my mom's quick and my quick bread stuffing is what we call it. So inside of here, I just have 6 slices of white bread, light bread, you know, your sandwich bread. And I've just torn it up, cut it up, and I'm just going to leave it off to the side. So inside, I'm going to go to the stove here and I'm going to saute some celery and onion and some butter, and then we'll be back. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish off this dressing. So inside my skillet here, I've got a couple of tablespoons of butter that I've melted. And here on my chopping board, I have probably 1/4 cup of celery and 1/4 cup of onion because I'm not making that much stuffing. So you can add or subtract however much you want. I'm just going to put this in the pan. There we go. I'm going to let that saute till everything's soft, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this quick bread stuffing. Okay, so we're back. So I've got those onions and celery sauteed just till they're soft. And listen, I got a whiff of celery a minute ago. I was like, oh, wait. That was exciting because, like I said, I haven't been able to smell anything. The hard part about cooking is not being able to taste the food and see if I need to adjust any seasonings. So I'm hoping I'm all good. I'm sure they'll let me know. So I just got the onions and celery in there. Now, some people put an egg in. I've never put an egg in. That's your choice. So salt here. Okay. And then poultry seasoning. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how much to put in. Let's go with, let me grab. I usually have my other set of measuring spoons up there. They must be in the dish strainer. I'm going to go with a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. I like to add poultry seasoning to mine. I always have. My dad always did, so that's what I do. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can leave that out. Sage. I'm going to do a tablespoon of that also. Like I said, I can't taste, so I don't know. Hopefully, this will be good enough. Cooking, you know, it's always been about, for me, a little this, a little that, taste it, see what we need next. So let's just hope, now that I'm unable to taste anything, that this is going to be the right mixture. We'll do a little bit of pepper. Go. Go. Now next up is just a little bit of chicken stock. Now, this is something my mom and I would whip up. Like, my side of the family are big bread eaters, so sometimes we get hungry for stuffing. It's just not for Thanksgiving, folks. Sometimes Mom would whip this up with some chicken breasts or a baked chicken she had done or some pork chops. She would just make a little pan like this because it was usually just the 2 of us that would eat it. Now, my kids like stuffing. My kids are bread eaters. Brock, not so much. He is more now that he's older. When we were first married or dating, he would never eat biscuits or cornbread. I was like, oh boy. But give him mashed potatoes or rice and he was happy. So now he's come around, he'll eat them. They're not his favorite. So that's why I didn't want to make a big thing of stuffing here. I just want that bread just moistened. I'm going to let it set. I'm going to mix all of those seasonings in there. Okay. Don't want it too wet, and I don't want it too dry, so I need to just add a little bit more just to get the right consistency. I would say probably a 4 to half a cup, depending on how much bread you use. You can mix it accordingly. Okay, go. And honestly, that's it for just a quick, super quick bread stuffing, bread dressing, whatever you want to call it. It's great to splash a little gravy on it. Oh, so there we go. We're going to have that with our turkey breasts, our mashed potatoes. And I'll put that in the oven for, about 350 degrees until it's, golden brown. I'll probably cover it with foil first and then go from there. All right, friends, I'll show you all this when the meal's done.